All right, I feel official. I feel official. When the stream it gets interrupted, I feel official now. I have been initiated and baptized. No, but the truth is, once again, this is Yvette Eshiba Worship Ministries with the podcast Take It Back. Why? Because the enemy always trying to rob us. He's always trying to steal. He's always trying to kill. He's always trying to destroy. But Jesus came that you might have life and that more abundantly. Now, with that being said, if you've got a chance to hear any of the previous broadcasts, I've got to share with you. I've got to share with you because there's been something I've been holding for years. There's been something I've been holding for decades. And when those things occurred in my life that traumatized me, or it could have traumatized me, God showed himself strong. And God came and he undid, he reversed what the enemy was trying to do. So instead of me going crazy, I got wiser. Instead of me getting weak, I got strong. Instead of me being afraid, I got courageous like a lion. No lie. And that's why, some people say if like with food, this is like an old school thing when they say if it don't kill you, it'll make you fat. So with me, um, God is, oh God, oh my God, we have to realize that the things that we endure, God is getting the glory out of it. If we just stand our ground, if we just put on the whole armor of God and stand and then walk in obedience. There's so many things I want to share with you tonight. But I also just want you to know that you are so much loved by God. And this is not to be an itching ear message. Those that are godly, those that are godly shall. That means you absolutely will suffer persecution. Okay? Keep that in mind. I remember a long time ago, years ago, a young lady at a church that I attended at the time got saved. She became a Christian, and I handled the newsletter for the church, and I was interviewing. People had testimonies, and I interviewed her and I said, well, how does it feel now to be saved? And she goes, all my problems are gone. And in the back of my mind, I was like, somebody tell her, you know, because you know what? You just left the dark side and you went to the light. And the enemy doesn't like that too much because he feels you betrayed him. And he's going to try to beef up his attacks. But the wonderful news is greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. Why? There's no match for God. There's no match for Yahweh. There's no match for Yeshua, the God of the and maker of the universe. He's God. He's the creator of the universe. All the powers that exist. The Bible tells us, let every soul be subject to the higher power, for there is no power but of God. And the powers that be or exist are ordained of God. So every power that exists is ordained of God. I believe that evil power is meant to destroy itself. It's meant to self-destruct. And I say this, like I said in the other podcast, listen, we've got to be patient. We've got to look at things through the eyes of Christ. We've got to not internalize offenses because the motivation behind the offenses is the wicked one. There's like a spirit of offense. He wants to offend, so you'll get angry, so you will become unforgiving, so that he can enter into you through that sin of unforgiveness and cause you to have a bitter heart and a stony heart, right? And resentful heart. And that's how you become like a revolving door for demons to come in and out of and manipulate your life and rob you. So on one end, where the offended person gets robbed, on the other end, the one who's doing the offending, if they are being motivated by the enemy, I'm not talking about people giving you the truth and it just hurts. I'm talking about the enemy using people to offend you, to provoke you, to do all kind of things, irritate you, aggravate you, oppress you, all those kind of things. That enemy working inside of them to try to irritate you is also destroying them at the same time. We've got to see things through the eyes of Christ. There's nothing good about the devil. And that, people talk about big sins and little sins and all that stuff and different categories. If there's any sin in your life, the enemy, you don't want him to find that, because the Bible tells us when the enemy comes, let him find nothing in you. Let him find nothing to work with. Let him find nothing to manipulate your life with. Because if he does, he's going to try to run roughshod all in you, through you, around you, in your circumstances, in your relationships. And after a while, you will become damaged goods if you didn't handle that stuff right. If you didn't handle the stuff right, and, you know, and then you will find yourself having been robbed. But God is saying, take it back. Take back. He even said he will restore the years that the cankerworm has eaten. Oh, hallelujah. 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 God is a God of restoration.